Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to another Ray William Johnson video. And this cop went insane and started killing. But I think for my video, I'm going to have to take off that second part for the title. I'll just put this cop went insane, ... maybe. But yeah, have I heard this story? I don't think I heard this story. If I did, I don't remember. So let's just get into it, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And let's hear all the details, see what happened.
Do you remember when that ex-cop went insane and, like, murdered a bunch of other
I
cops?
don't.
Now, the cop's name is Chris, and Chris is around 28 years old when this story starts, living in Los Angeles, and he is a police officer who seems to love his job. In fact, it seems like all bro wants to do is be a cop. But one day in 2007, the worst thing ever happens to him. After all this hard work and training he put into being an officer, he ends up getting fired. He apparently lied about a report against a fellow officer or something. And so Chris, he does not take this well. Like, he's super pissed off about
Wait, what? Like, if you want to be a police officer so bad, why would you lie and ruin your chances of being a police officer? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And is he mad that he got fired? Because isn't he the one that did it to himself? Put himself in that situation?
And he is not going to let them get away with that. So he goes and he gets an attorney, and he tries to get the Los Angeles Superior Court to overturn his firing. But unfortunately for him, the court upholds the police department's decision. He then
Wait, also, why was there a Filipino flag outside of this courtroom?
that decision, and the appeals court rules against him too. And we're in like 2011 at this point, so he's been fighting this
interrupted by an ad.
But he just can't get anyone to agree with him that he was fired
and
unfairly.
I just put eye drops in.
So over time, his anger and his rage at the police department continues to build. Until one day in 2013, he finally just snaps. He decides to not only get revenge on the Los Angeles Police Department, but he wants to unalive basically any police officer.
Why?
He comes
like,
across.
didn't he put himself in this situation?
Cop in existence. And so he comes up with a plan, and he gets to work on this plan. First, he writes a whole-ass manifesto. And it's kind of long, it's 11,000 words. And in it, he talks about the kinds of people he wants to unalive. He also calls out specific people he's going to try and unalive by name, along with calling out their families. In fact, he specifically names 40 people by name. And like, imagine being named in some crazy person's manifesto. Like, that is some scary shit. But anyway, about a week later, he officially leaves the Navy. He was a lieutenant in the Navy Reserves. He was also a marksman, which makes him very competent at shooting, which makes him very dangerous. So then...
See, I feel like they need to do more evaluations with people, because he just... you leveled up his shooting skills so that he could do all this. But I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I'm not sure if it was the previous thing that he had in his head, or if it just built over time and no one knew about it from the start. But either way, now he's like a professional shooter, and like when he aims, he's probably not gonna miss.
2 days after that, Chris finally goes after his first target, the adult daughter of one of the police captains from his old job. So he takes a rifle and he goes.
Why would you go after a person's family member and not the person that you hate? Because, I don't know. I have so many questions that won't be answered, so I don't know what's going on in his head. Like, what? Did he have something happen to him? Was he always like this? I have no idea.
To the captain's daughter's apartment complex, and there he sees her there in the parking garage, sitting in her car with her fiance. And he doesn't need to get close to them because remember, he's a marksman. And so he just aims his rifle from afar, I guess, and blam, blam, he unalives them both. Then his crazy ass takes that 11,000 word manifesto and he posts it on his Facebook page for everyone to see. So then everyone sees that he's upset at the police department for treating him unfairly or whatever, and they see the list of names he plans on getting revenge on, and also in it he admits that he had just unalived the captain's daughter and her fiancé. So of course now everyone knows not only that he just shot 2 people, but that he has a list of 40 more people he's gonna go after. And so I'm sure everyone is freaking out at this point. And the police are like, yeah, we can't let that happen. We gotta find this guy. And they go and they publicly name Chris as the prime suspect in the murders of the captain's daughter. And by this point, Chris, he's already fled. He's fled from Los Angeles all the way down to San Diego. And there, he hides out in a hotel and he contemplates his next move. And here is where things really start to go off the rails, because this is where Chris goes on a killing spree. A few days after checking into the hotel, he leaves. I mean, he knows police are onto him, and he doesn't want them to find him yet. So he goes to, I guess, the nearby marina, and there he finds a yacht, and he tries to hijack it at gunpoint. But when he goes to untie the boat, he throws the rope into the water, and that rope gets caught in the boat's motor, and it fucks up the motor. So he has to ditch that plan. A few hours later, he's driving in his pickup truck, because he's gonna go shoot a guy, the next target on his manifesto list. And suddenly, a police car starts following him. Chris then notices, stops his truck, gets out, and...
Okay, so if you're trying to catch a guy that you know is good at shooting and he already killed people, why would you be so obvious and follow him in a police car? Like, why wouldn't you use an undercover vehicle or something? Because now, look at this. Like, I don't understand that. Like, in movies or also in real life, when someone's chasing after the other person, I guess when a cop is chasing a suspect or something, they shout like, hey, stop. It's like you're giving a warning for them to run. Like, why not just sneak up to them quietly and then avoid the in-between of chasing them or whatever? Like, why not just do the same thing with this? Follow him in an unmarked car so that he wouldn't even know the police was following him in the first place. And now he knows. Look what he's doing.
Blam, blam. He starts firing his rifle at them. And then he gets back into his truck and he speeds away. 20 minutes after that, 2 more police officers are stopped at a red light. And suddenly, Chris ambushes them with his rifle. And blam, blam, he wounds one of them and he unalives the other. So at this point, we're at like a red alert. I mean, he shot a bunch of people and he unalived a few, and he's targeting cops specifically. And so, as you can imagine, police all over California are now looking for him. I mean, this has become an all-hands-on-deck, full-on manhunt. And so, later that morning, police around the Big Bear Mountain area, they find an abandoned, burned-out truck in the woods that's the same model as Chris's. So, they know it's his. I mean, he must be in the area. And so immediately, they shut the whole area down. The local ski resort gets shut down, all the nearby schools go on lockdown, and the sheriff's deputies and SWAT teams are literally going door to door searching for any sign of Chris.
A manhunt is underway in Southern California, and the Los Angeles Police Department is under siege. 10,000 law enforcement officers are conducting door-to-door searches for one of their own.
About 2 days later, Chris strikes again. He finds a cabin kind of out in the woods, and boom, he forces his way inside. And there's a couple there, and he holds them at gunpoint, and he ties them up, and he steals their SUV, and he flees. Shortly after that,
Why waste time tying them up? Like, if you're gonna steal the car, just steal the car. Okay. I'm so confused.
kaboom! He crashes that SUV,
and he can't drive.
He has to ditch it and run away on foot.
There's something wrong with his head, because he tied them up to steal a car, stole the car, and then he crashes the car. Like, why not just drive normally? And then I don't know. I do not understand what's going on in his head, and like, I don't understand why he's targeting police, because not all the police know what is going on with him. Or, like, not every police officer was involved in whatever he thinks they did wrong to him. And didn't he do this to himself? Like, he lied about someone, and now he wants to blame everyone else for what he did.
A few hours later, Chris then carjacks a random man and he steals his truck and he takes off.
Let me guess, he's gonna crash
as he's
it.
driving, 2 state wildlife officers spot him driving down the highway and they start following him. Then a bunch of cops and other law enforcement officers from different agencies, they all start chasing him. And so Chris veers the truck off the road and he jumps out and he runs away.
He just
into
loves to
the
crash.
woods. And the cops, they all follow right after him. And so now he's got all these officers and law enforcement chasing after him. And blam, 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 he fires at them and he hits 2 sheriff's deputies. I mean, this is getting out of control. However...
Wait, why aren't they shooting? Don't they have guns too? Like, why is only this guy shooting?
Here's where Chris starts to screw up. He runs up to, I guess, a random cabin. Here's actually a picture of it.
And why are there all these random cabins in the middle of nowhere? Like, what is going on?
Here, he barricades himself inside, and he's safe from the gunfire. But he's also trapped. And police, they're not going to let him escape. And so the officers, they all surround the cabin. And Chris, he still thinks he can get out of this. And so blam, blam, he's still shooting at them. And they're shooting back. And so they're all stuck in one big standoff. Because Chris, he's not coming out. And so police, they're all yelling at him to surrender, like, surrender, Chris! But Chris is like, nah! And so police, they use an armored vehicle to knock down the walls of the cabin. And so then Chris...
And also, who is the owner of this cabin? Because I'm suing all y'all. Suing him for breaking into my house, my cabin, and suing the police for damaging it.
He goes and he hides in the basement. So now he's really trapped. Then police shoot tear gas canisters into what's left of the cabin, thinking that they can smoke him out. But then the canisters accidentally catch the whole cabin on fire. So now this cabin is going up in flames.
Whose cabin?
And I
Who's the owner?
Chris finally sees that there's no way out of this alive, and he unalive.
Not you doing all this and then doing that to yourself. Like, I'm not trying to promote self-harm, but why not just do that in the first place instead of doing this to everyone else that has nothing to do with what you're going through? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you're mad at the police chief or whatever, why go after his daughter? If you're mad at the police in general, never mind. Like, you could have skipped all this stuff. Just did that. Like, why do you gotta put everyone else in harm's way?
Lives himself. And a huge shout out to Leonardo.ai
Is that the
for
end?
sponsoring this video.
Okay, that's the end of the video. But yeah, I don't understand that. Going through all this mess, wasting everyone's time, and then you do that at the end. And like, did he have mental problems? Like, he didn't mention that in the video, but I'm pretty sure he did. But did they ever know about them? Did he grow up with it? Did he randomly develop it? I have so many questions, probably won't get the answers to. But dang, like, harming all these people and then you're gonna do that to yourself because you can't take the punishment. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI V. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.